Konishiki akebo no takanohana hakuho musashi maru kotoshikiku Chiyo no Fuji Kita no Mi Asashoru Kaio Sumo Wrestlers all Ichi International Civil Appreciation Day 2016 video review of 2015 Ohio Decabus Jeff Diamond Sundays. Well, now that I get your attention, welcome to International Civil Appreciation Day 2016 on Saturday, February the 13th, 2016. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day and the next Sunday is NASCAR. And I want to get it out of the way, so I decided to make International Civil Appreciation Day today, February 13th. So I know there will be a lot of sumo fans out there who will hopefully get to see me in all my glory. So anyway, first video is a review of what happened in 2015. I won't go over the same stuff as I did last year. There might be a few redundancies, but I'm making some changes. So first of all, I talked about the definition of sumo and how a sumo ring happens. I know there's a video on YouTube about it. I'll put the link in the video and hopefully you get to see it because it's a very good video. I mean, I want you to see the link and all that. I'm not going to post the video up with my video right now because I don't want to get hit copyright infringement. So I'll give you the link to the video. The second topic I had was sumo fights and how to do a sumo fight, and I think that video that I'll post in the comments, in the description of the YouTube video is worth noting. Third, I talked about sumo life and how the junior wrestlers have to do everything for the upper rank guys, like be their slaves. If there's another word for it, of course, I didn't think of it. So anyway, so of course, how their life and how they're being treated and trampled, and of course that tragic death of that one guy, like 8 years ago, 9, 10. Also, I talked about sumo controversies and how, max fixing, gambling with the Yakuza, which you can't gamble on your own sport. I guess that's a given in any sport. Baseball, basketball, football, hockey, NASCAR, wrestling, if I have to know. Well, that's a reference to Cutter Top 10, so I recommend you see the Cutter Top 10. So anyway, basically, I talked about and even women in sumo and how they're forced off the dojo, including the governor of Osaka, who was supposed to present the trophy to the winning rikishi, but because of the men's only thing on the dojo, she couldn't. I think that's bad and terrible. I also talked about years in sumo. I will get more into it. I gave a short thing about years in sumo from the 1980s to 2014, excuse me. I don't think I said 2015 because, of course, 2015 only had one bashel, so I'll have to add 2015. But I'm making videos like years in sumo. Like I'll talk about more in detail. I also did famous rikishi, talking about the foreign boom, with the Mongolians in the 90s, and Akebono and Konushiki coming from Hawaii with Takamiyama back in the 1980s. I also said something about the best sumo wrestlers with the 10 plus championships. Of course, I'll be talking about that in the sumo records. Of course, almost all the sumo records are updated, so basically I've got to go up to date. I also talked about the top 10 Yokozuna in history. In my personal opinion, that Yokozuna, like Konishiki, of course, it was ineligible because he never made Yokozuna. I talked about my top 10 favorite Rikishi of all time, my personal top 10, and I talked about sumo records. So basically, this is what it is. It's just the intro. Coming up soon will be, well, I'll be talking about the 80s and 90s in sumo, like more in detail than I did last year. 2000s in sumo and the 2010s in sumo, of course. That's a current decade. I will show you some sumo video game footage because sumo and pop culture seems to be hot if you're not. So anyway, I'll do some commentary about that. I'll show you a Super Duper Sumos video, you know, TV show to do with sumos and kind of a cartoon favorite of mine. I'll show you a little bit of the Konishiki interview that I got from Kitama Yama, the guy on Facebook. And, you know, Konishiki is one of my personal favorites. I wish Akimono did an interview, not in Japanese, because obviously I can't speak Japanese. The list of Yokozuna, and I also have a video. I hope I don't hit copyright infringement with the video, but I'll post it with the video, the list of Yokozuna. I'll just tell you all the Yokozuna in history and what years they reigned. And of course, I will be talking about Jason and Kitanama, like sumo channels on YouTube, and I will do my sumo records updated. So anyway, that's the first video of today. There'll be more coming up, of course, sooner than you think. Sayonara for now.